Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and welcome back. For me at least. I have been not doing videos for a while. Sorry about that, but I needed a little break, so I told people on my Twitter that I was taking a break. I'm gonna turn down the music. It's a bit too loud. I told people on my Twitter that I was taking a break, and now I'm back with 2 videos this time. This one and the other one. Another one. But today we're going to continue Luna, the Moon Wolf. Chapter 2, A Dangerous Climb. I was focusing a little bit on myself and my art. Hope you guys saw that video drawing that I did on my DeviantArt. It turned out very nice. I think it turned out very nice. And let's continue with Chapter 2, A Dangerous Climb. Turn on the music even more. It's a bit too loud for my taste. What's the shortest distance between 2 points? Asked Tom. A straight line, said Elena. Right, said Tom. So the quickest way off this mountain is straight down, said Elena. A smile brightened her face. But how? You've got a rope, haven't you? Tom asked. Elena delved into her quiver and brought out a coil of rope, thin but strong. Tom glanced at a boulder laying on the path. Add. Tom glanced at a boulder lying on the path. Excuse me. Perfect. We can tie one of the ends of the rope around the rock. That rock. Elena passed the rope around the boulder and double knotted it. She tugged to make sure the rope held firm, then nodded at Tom. He went to the edge of the path and looked down. The cliff face was a sheer drop. Far below, he could see where the path, a tiny wiggly line, emerged onto the lower slopes. What about the animals? Said Elena, glancing over at Storm and Silver, who were waiting patiently. With us they can go much faster, said Tom. They can follow the path and meet us at the bottom. Are you sure the rope's long enough? Asked Elena. There's only one way to find out. Tom told her. He flung the rope over the edge of the cliff. They heard the whoosh of it snaking through the air, and Tom through the air. Tom and Elena peered down and saw the end swinging far below. If we get to the end of the rope and it's too far to jump down to the ground. Can't read today. If we get to the end of the rope, it's too far to jump down to the ground," said Elena. "We'll be stuck. We won't have the strength to climb all the way back up again." Tom knew Elena was right, but he wasn't about to give up now. "I'll go first," he told his friend. He grasped the rope, turning around and lowering himself over the side. Silver peered down at him inquisitively, as if he were trying to figure out what Tom was doing. "The moment of truth," said Tom, grinning up at Elena. He hoped he looked braver than he felt. He swung out from the cliff face, dangling in empty air. The effort of clinging to the rope turned his hands white, but he managed to get it gripped between his knees. That felt more secure. Slowly he made his way down, hand over hand. Tom looked up and saw Elena, Storm, and Silver, all peering over the top of the cliff, watching him. "Don't get too close to the edge." "Don't get too close to the edge," he called. Then he stared straight ahead of the cliff face. His arms ached and his muscles trembled. "Come on, you can do this," he told himself. An icy wind blew and the rope swayed dangerously. Tom felt himself being thrown into the rock face. No, he couldn't put out his hands to protect himself, and he smashed his head into the jutting piece of rock. A warm trickle of blood ran down his cheek. He breathed slowly, allowing the strength of heart given to him by the golden chainmail to return. After a few breaths, Tom felt ready to carry on. He found a rhythm. Grip with the right hand, slide the left hand down. Grip with the left hand, slide with the right hand down. Gripping with both hands, slide the knees down. Grip with the right hand. His hands were numb. "It's not far now, Tom." "It's not far now, Tom," Elena called. "You can do it." He risked a glance down. The slope wasn't too far below. The drop was about the length of a medium-sized tree. But the rope didn't reach. Not even nearly. What could he do? Jump? Then Tom noticed an outcrop of rock just below him. This is Tom going down the rope. If he could land on it, he could be able to scramble down the rest of the way. There was nothing else for it. Tom took a deep breath and let go of the rope. He felt himself falling through the air, weightless. Then his feet hit the rock, jarring his ankles, and he staggered, and just managed to right himself in time. He pressed his back against the cliff. That was close, he thought. He dropped to his hands and knees and scrambled over the side of the rock, feet first. Then he took a deep breath and launched himself into the air, hitting the packed earth hard. His knees buckled, sending him rolling through the dirt. Made it, he thought jubilantly. Tom, are you alright? Called Elena. Her face was a tiny white oval from this distance. Tom climbed swiftly to his feet. I'm fine, he shouted back. Your turn. Elena began to climb down. Tom watched with his heart in his mouth. When she got to the end of the swaying rope, he called out. He called out to her. Just underneath there is a bit of rock that sticks out. It's big enough to stand on. Can you see it? Dad. Yes, said Elena. She hit the rock and reeled. Tom gasped as he saw her stagger, off balance, right over the edge of the rock. He threw himself forwards and caught her in both arms. Sorry. I stumbled a bit. He threw himself forwards and caught her in both arms. Elena's weight knocked him to the ground. They both rolled over them, then sat up, covered in dust but smiling. Thanks, she said, straightening her quiver. No problem, Tom said. Elena whistled up to Silver. The sound carried clearly in the thin air. Alert as always, Silver understood what to do. Tom saw him pat to where the rope was tied. A few moments later, it came snaking down to Tom and Elena. I trained him to gnaw through knots one time, Elena explained. I never thought I'd need to use that trick again. She recoiled the rope and placed it in the bottom of her quiver. High above, Storm and Silver set off down the twisting path at full speed. Soon Tom and Elena saw the two animals appear around the corner, running quickly. Well done, said Tom, patting Storm's neck. Elena ruffled the fur on Silver's head. We don't have time to rest, she said. We must keep moving. They were on the edge of the plains now. The dark wood could clearly be seen no more than half a day's walk away. As Tom gazed at the distant treetops, a shiver passed over him. We're getting close, Elena, he said, and Luna is waiting for us. And that was chapter 2. Oh, excuse me. I need to see what the chapter is called. A Dangerous Climb. A Dangerous Climb. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this read through of Luna the Moonwolf. And I hope you also enjoy my read through so far. Italian soda. Delicious. Well, I hope you like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest. And I hope you check out my art on Dragon Master Mario on DeviantArt. And I will see you all on Thursday. Hopefully. Hopefully on Thursday. Because we will never know. Alright, bye bye.